Hello, good morning, good evening, good night, and if you've got any common sense, back the hell away from this show.
Run away!
Come closer. You'll enjoy.
I'm a naked heat machine. We have free candy and hugs.
Oh, right, welcome to the lock-in. This one's going to be painful. We've got a fair few today. There's me, there's Grufflock, your host. Over the table from me is...
It's me, it's Stuart Stark. Can't believe I'm saying my name! It's me, it's Stuart Stark Ages.
Next to him there is...
Chaos Envy.
And over the table from Mr. Chaos Envy is...
DHD, otherwise known as the love drug. Come into my boudoir. I will spank you.
That's not how we discussed your entrance.
We discussed my entrance today. Bit crusty, I haven't had a bath in a week.
Oh, God!
It's only going to get worse.
It really is. We've got a couple of things to go through.
Couple! You said one! You lied to me, man!
I did. I'm a lying liar.
You.
Nazi.
We were...
We're going to go that harsh!
You're worse than the Nazis.
You're Michael Bay.
Yeah, you're Michael Bay.
Well, you're Alice.
You're Sting.
You've got a penis tongue.
You're Bono. You're Yoko Ono.
I'm the goddamn Batman.
I'm
Good point. Good point.
I'm the goddamn bat rat.
Goddamn Robin. Oh.
Well, this is a disappointment. Right, shall we... We were going to do a round table tonight, but unfortunately that idea's gone completely out the window due to ice cream and fish and chips.
Thanks again.
Cheers.
Thanks, Daddy. Sorry, you bought me ice cream, you were not my daddy. I'll do anything for you, Daddy. Anything.
They don't call him the love drug.
Oh, we're going to get shut down.
Is it love drug or just forceful love?
Same thing, isn't it?
I'm going to love you!
Whether you like it or not.
You're gonna get some lovin'. And believe me, you're not gonna like it.
Before we get started, I do have something I need to say.
Right.
My mate Dan is impressed with your Macho Man impression. I played him for it this weekend and he just cracked up with it. And I told him about you doing the hand movements as you're doing it and he just cracked up. So I think we need a videotape. I'll put it on YouTube.
I would like to mention.
If anybody can get me a full Macho Man suit, we're in business.
Meet your father in a steel cage match.
You are starting to scare me because the way you're talking just reminds me of a conversation I was having in Lancaster with one of the other people who work in the same company as me, which I'm not allowed to mention.
Well done.
And when I mentioned it twice, I also mentioned it in one of my reviews.
No.
No, you
No,
didn't.
that didn't happen. Don't refer to the Dante's Inferno review for that at all.
But yeah, we were.
I'll see you down the job centre, mate.
Well, technically, he didn't mention it.
Technically.
But you're starting to talk like that guy was talking about how when you hate somebody, you should sodomise them. So stop it. It's starting to scare me.
Definitely, you sodomise them, then you tell the mum. Big skizzers scare me. Honestly, that's like rule one in love play. Bring in the scissors and the midget.
That's what I kept saying to him on the entire day. It's like I hate you, but not in a sodomy way.
Can we start the lock-in, please?
Yeah, lock in.
Right. Things that we have been doing and getting that we had not done or got when last we spoke.
You should maybe shorten that to people we've been doing.
So Stu, since last time we spoke, have you done anything or bought anything of any interest?
I finally got my movie lockdown. Hooray!
Oh, what do you think?
He's awesome. I loves him to bits.
What about the rubber arm?
I can live with it.
Yeah? Okay. What do you think about
I can see beyond his flaws to the figure that I love.
What do you think about the neck joint thing? Do you have the neck fully extended, or do
I've got the neck fully extended and the head slightly down a bit.
Yeah, same as me.
So he's not like fully up like he's peeking over a wall. He's like looking at stuff.
I did find the fully extended neck just seems to, I don't know, it throws all the proportions out.
I like him though. I don't like his proportions being out because he's meant to be like a jump pad.
So this now means that lock in, lock down, lock in, lock out, lock up, lock down. So he's now in 2 separate.
Yes.
Universes.
I did want to mention on this briefly. I think that's awesome how he's suddenly gone, I'm just this character from animated, and now they put him in the movie line. Who knows, he might be showing up in other stuff.
I think that means he's excited.
I think so.
We need more Transformers voiced by Lance Henriksen in action figure film.
With ponchos.
Yes. I still want a poncho.
Why hasn't he got his poncho
Yes.
yet? I demand him to have his space poncho.
Somebody out there, knit him a poncho!
Alpha Magnus, we've seen your bludgeon head. No, make poncho.
But you must knit it.
Knit the poncho. Rob, have you done or bought anything of any interest since last we spoke?
I ain't bought shit. Because I have no money.
Did you get a chance to go and see POP?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I was going to go tonight. Well, I was going to go today, but I couldn't.
I apologise.
It's not your fault.
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault, don't worry.
Blame him anyway. Makes him feel guilty. Might buy some more sweets.
It's all your fault!
If I were my fault, get outside, make me some Benjamins.
I
Buy
did,
us Haribo and I'll think about it.
I did do...
You'll become a male prostitute for sweets.
I said I'd think about it.
Oh,
Have you
okay.
tried Fantastics or Tankfastics as they were?
Yes.
I'd take it up the shooter for that.
Up the poop chute.
Up the poop shoot.
Mr. DHD,
Hi!
have you bought anything you'd like to talk about? Or done anything?
I don't know what Transformers are.
Excuse me, I was still...
Comics are for kids!
Interrupted Mr.
I was
Bowler.
still talking.
I apologise. God, I feel like ringmaster of the Jackass Circus here. Get on with it.
I have
kill
done,
you.
I have done a movie poster sort of mock
Yes.
entry thing for our quiz. So if you're still unsure about what you're supposed to do, just have a look. We have had one entry up so far.
Yep.
From Mr. Tricky.
Ah, Tricky, the amazing Tricky.
In the lead, mate.
Is
Oh,
he,
yeah.
is he amazing?
Well, every time I read his name, I always think of that thing, that Banshee thing from EastEnders. I have no idea what the hell it's called.
I know what you mean.
Just that thing that
Oh,
sounds,
Bianca.
if you wish.
Bianca.
That's the one.
Ringy!
The one that sounds like a
Yeah.
velociraptor giving birth.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the one. See, I always think that he's it's like the Run DMC song.
It's weird. I actually have this image that Tricky is actually a gestalt of 5 clowns. I don't know why.
It's like my worst nightmare. Just give him an army of moths and I'm dead. I'll just lie down and wait to die.
Behold, Cloudertron with his giant moth weapon!
Ah.
To be honest, when
I
I've
hit you
always,
with it and it'd flake off.
Giant moth cannons that shoot giant moths at you.
Actually, there's a question. What do you think of when you read forum members' names?
I just think of what you call it, RC from the IDW stuff, because that's the picture he's got. Except it's got a really deep bloke's voice. You just freak the shit out of
That
me.
actually fits into what I think about the IDWRC. Jax has changed me into a woman.
Where is Jaxus? He's over there, madam. Thank you.
I'm going to kill Monster now.
Are you looking at my chassis? No! Never, for the love of Primus, no!
This is where RC just turns around and goes, I've got a surprise for you, Rodimus. Myself, I got some of the Cybertron Universe figures, and I discovered Skellyflex. Skellyflex is awesome.
Oh, did you actually buy some?
Yeah,
I didn't know you had bought them.
yeah,
Because they looked crap.
they're great.
Also, we were both shopping, and Adam was like, Skellyflex! I'm like, what's that? It's just like a box with a dinosaur in it. Ooh.
But it's not a dinosaur, it's a dinosaur skeleton.
Oh, yeah,
dinosaur-
because you've never seen a toy of a dinosaur skeleton before.
But it's so articulated. It's just brilliant.
Bones!
I even bought a shelf to put them on.
Oh, dear Lord.
They're great. I love Skellyflex.
By the way, did you manage to get your gravity-defying shelf to work?
No. No. Really didn't. I need some kind of attachment to attach it to the wall so it's not in an L shape. So if it's only one block of wood, it's quite amazing. It's in an L shape.
Wow. You
No.
astound me, sir.
Never buy anything from Home Bargains.
Do you mean L or L? Because I could see how it could be a left shape.
No, it's in shit position. It
Isn't
actually
that spin-off of
said,
pole position?
Yeah.
Shit position.
like your parents were, you're now a member of shit position. Here's a monkey, now fight crime. Shit position. Working on overtime.
Oh, that's it. I've been trying to think of a phrase. I want a gangster tattoo across my stomach. You know, like you see, like the hoods in America.
Shit position.
Yeah, well, see, I could no, not that at all. I wanted something, but I could never figure out what I wanted. My wife suggested I get Mexican, just because Rey Mysterio has it. I've never been to Mexico, can't speak Mexican. She just thinks it'd be funny.
I
But now-
can teach you Mexican.
I don't
Repeat
wanna-
after me. Donde, WrestleMania, Hell in a Cell, El Grande Taco.
I see, I thought it was taco, burrito, taco, flavor kisses.
No, that's
If you're gonna pilot a Mexican Gundam, you need to learn the words "Hey gringo." So every time you start a fight, you can say it.
What about a sundial?
Well, there you go. I can get it now. I can get it in like proper Crip gangster letters. Here's a monkey, now fight crime.
High five.
I'm telling you, that is the best idea for a tattoo ever.
I just love you to walk up to the tattoos and go, that's what I want, and just look at you and go, there's a monkey now. What the fuck?
Get it on me, boy. Ink me up.
Even for him just turn around and
You
go, no,
don't-
that's too crazy for me. I
don't-
got rabbits on tits, but jeez, that's just crazy.
They put a giant tomato on my back. I'm ready for action. Oh, I like that idea too. That was just top of my head, but just a giant tomato on my back. Because people normally get like gothic stuff across their back. This is giant tomato.
And just a quote in the new film going, is it fruit? Is it veg? Who knows?
Ironic thing is, I don't even like tomatoes.
Even better.
I actually think you should save up your money.
Yeah.
Fly out to Miami so you can go into the tattoo parlour from Miami and get them to do it.
Hey man, I want a giant tomato.
Oh, giant tomato on the back. What? Here's a monkey. Now fight crime on the front. Ink me up, bitches.
You just see them kind of stood there going,
I have a better idea.
Pimp my back.
On
Tattoo me up.
on each of our right fists, I think we should get each other's face tattooed. And then just walk around punching each other. Stop hitting yourself! Stop hitting yourself!
I think I can answer for, well, at least for me on this one. No!
Oh, alright.
Get on with the news and stuff.
Right. I've even completely forgotten where we were now.
We hadn't even started anything.
No.
We'd have
No,
to
no.
have done
So,
this week.
yeah,
You've got
Skellyflex. Also bought Ironhide issue 1. Do you want to know something surprising?
It's good.
It's very good. Bloody hell,
I
like.
hear good things.
Wreckers was good. Ironhide was good. The taste of Bumblebee is pretty much gone out my mouth now.
just waiting for the ongoing to get good.
Oh, that'll never happen. Whoops.
Oh,
I think
hi-oh.
I'm just. Whoops. Sorry. Yeah, Ironhide, very, very, very good. The weird thing is, it's written by the same guy that's doing the ongoing. So Mike Costa, and I don't quite understand how he's doing so badly with the ongoing. Because so far we're 7 issues in, and it's still nothing but setup. Don't quite understand. On the other hand, I got Secret 6. Secret 6 is freaking awesome.
Yeah, there's one reason why you like Secret 6.
3.
No, there's one.
3.
No, it doesn't
There's-
matter about
there's
the 3. No, there's one reason.
There's one reason
Even
why
if the
I
rest
bought
of them-
it.
There's one reason it stars Bane.
Yes.
Yeah, if there wasn't Bane involved, you wouldn't care. And if there is Bane involved, you don't care about the bad shit. I haven't read it yet. I don't know. It sounds really good, to be honest. But you're blindsided like me with Highlander or The Crow.
Should we just go to the pub and leave these two to it? Because I feel this argument could last all night.
I like Bane. Bane's awesome. He's just a whore.
Wow.
Yes, this is true.
Yeah,
Moving on.
moving on.
I think we should. Right. Oh, we'll just move on to Community Watch. And something I have found.
Is that what we're calling it now? Community watch.
I'm going to call it Community Watch.
Sounds like we're peering out of our curtains and radio and the police go, some dodgy boy sitting at the end of the street. They've
Well,
got these."
I haven't thought of a decent name for it yet.
Fair enough.
Are we going to get a little tune out of you?
No.
He's embarrassed. There's more people.
That and you didn't give me enough warning.
Right then.
Oh, you want one for news?
No, just for Community
Oh.
Watch.
Right, because I've got one for news.
Right then. Well, you can sing the news one then.
I will.
Fair dues. Alright. Okay. So, yeah. Digilort's animated Devastator. And Constructicons. Wow. That's...
I loves it.
That's...
I can't remember which one it is because Rampage. I'm loving Rampage because he's a bulldozer and a bulldog.
It's the fact that you got...
It's a bulldog and a bulldozer.
Awesome.
I like the fact that
And who's on the end? Hang on, because this Hightower has his gut showing.
yes, it just
I love
looks
that.
so much like a Derek J. Wyatt bit of work.
Yeah.
It's unreal. I absolutely love it.
I just love that idea of a bulldozer turning into a bulldog.
Yeah,
It's
I like the
just-
fact that Bone Crusher is based on the movie version.
Yeah.
So he has that walnut face and
Hatred of everything, including himself.
don't like
my walnut face.
Yeah, it's quite cool. Actually.
the world hates me because my face is a walnut.
Somebody crack it open and feel the love.
Oh, Prime.
Yeah, he did that. Give me your face.
That's all good.
It is awesome. I'm very impressed with that.
I like the fact that the
Ooh, it's very the Bulldog. It's very Batman animated series.
well, that was the
The big chin on it.
yeah the stylization that comes
Yeah.
from Transformers
Well,
animated.
it's what's it called, isn't it?
Bruce Timm that
Bruce
did
Timm, yeah.
that did Batman.
That looks like a Bruce Timm
Well,
design to me.
Derek J. Wyatt, as far as I know, is the sort of go-to guy for design work for Cartoon Network. Cartoon
Right.
Network? Yeah. So he's the sort of the next step. He's
Yeah.
the next Bruce Timm, basically. But I don't. He doesn't have the power and the sway that Bruce Timm has.
No, but
But, I absolutely love his design
But he
work.
does have a mighty mug of himself.
Unpunched Vangelis square in the testicles.
Yes, I see that as well. What the hell?
things obviously that's just the drawing though. Do you think if they do a toy line, do you think it'll actually be able to stylize it to
They did.
work?
Yeah.
They did.
right.
The Tupac Prime. I absolutely love that. How much they
Yeah.
managed to get the
It was-
the style of it.
It was such a good thing about that entire tie line because it was like, oh, I was seeing it. I was like, they're never gonna work. Oh, the ties, and then saying the ties, and I was just like, what?
That's well cool.
So there'll be a link up for that.
Hasbro,
because-
take note. We would like this, please.
Yeah, Hasbro, take note. Give us a more fucking animated.
Yep.
God damn it, like. Because we I don't know if I've asked you all this, but what are your feelings on Prime? Are you...
I'm staying clear away from everything because I just want to watch it without any preconceptions.
I don't have any preconceptions. I really don't. Everything I've seen of Prime's just been... I don't think I've ever been so...
Mate, about a new set. Well, you know what
Yeah.
a lot of it is? I can't remember, apologies for this, I can't remember if it was Back to the 80s or Moonbase 2 that said it, that them going, Peter Cullen's going to be Prime. Now that's
Yeah.
happened so many times, it's just like, man,
Oh, don't
he's
get
been
us
Prime in
wrong.
the movies, he's been Prime in the game, he's been Prime in there, and it's just like, there's no bang to it anymore.
No, it's not like 2007 where it's like, and we've got Peter Cullen in his prime!
And that was just like,
And everyone went,
I was like, yeah, we've got Peter Cullen's Prime! And, yeah, you and 20 other productions, man.
yeah, it's the lessening return.
Yeah.
Each time he comes back to do it, there's less and less of a fanfare.
Can I
don't
just throw something in there?
Yeah.
Is it maybe just the fact that you two like to, buttfuck animated that much that you just don't want anything other than animated?
No.
No.
What my major problem is that the way that animated was treated by both Hasbro and Cartoon Network, it does feel like it just went straight out the window of, oh, there we go, we're done now. No, we don't need to finish it. Straight out the window. Cancelled.
Movies
gone.
are you?
Yeah. And it's just hard to get excited about a new series coming out when we've got a year until the next movie.
Yeah.
And, it's probably just going to go the same way. I don't see Prime having any staying power.
Yeah.
It's the next thing until they get to the next thing.
Yeah, kind of like the
It's not like the
CG Spider-Man, the MTV one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was absolutely brilliant. That beautifully animated, just simplistic and really nicely done. And yet they just they did like one series or something, and then just went
Yeah. And we're done.
yeah.
It's between that and the fact that with the Prime series coming out, it means that we're going to have at the same time, at the sort of end of the year, we've got the Generations line, we've got Power Core Combiners line, we've got the Hunt for the Decepticons stroke Transformers line, and then we're bound to get a Prime line.
Good, yeah.
So we're going back to where we were this time 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Were you
Where
not
we've got
complaining
4
about
separate lines, and none of them have very good quality control.
Were you not complaining about not having that though? A couple of months ago when you were saying that it was all just movie stuff.
Yeah, but that's when we had the movie and animated running side by side, that was good because you had variation. You had, which one do you want? But if we're going to go back to 4 lines, we're going back to the days of the movie line, the classics line, Titanium, and the crossovers line, all running at the same time. And the quality control on that was absolutely disgraceful. Terrible. And then, of course, the Titanium line was bollocks to start with.
Yeah.
So, but hey. So yeah, that's my feelings on Prime.
Rant over.
Grrr. Next up, we've got a bit of news.
Oh, I forgot.
That's an awesome jingle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Da-da-da, forgot.
Huh?
Huh?
So 2 bits of news here.
All I can think of is the thing from Scary Movie.
Which one?
Report live from Black TV. White folks dead. We getting the fuck out of here.
No, I won't edit that one out. That's fine. So I don't know if anyone else has seen that, but the Popcorn Rapidos. I love that name.
Rapidos.
Rapido.
Sounds like you should be Spanish or Mexican.
Or,
I am
or,
rapido.
or on a list.
I was gonna say.
First time you're a pedo, do it twice. What are you? You're a repeater.
Oh.
Oh,
I'm just
no.
stating facts.
Although I do like the idea of
the
Rapido
pedo
walking.
finder general needs to come back.
You've got to stick with a dildo on the end.
Pedo. No, they say speedo. Pedo.
Why was he pointing at me when he said that?
I don't know. I think I'm going to have to cut this entire section out and put it at the back of the episode, just for hidden extras.
Hidden by the fact that if you listen long enough.
Yeah.
And then when you listen to this part, you'll think, why did you say put it at the end? It was already at the end.
Oh, this is weird, man.
Oh no,
Yeah.
this one was directed by David Lynch.
That's right, I'm travelling through time.
Yeah, it's all backwards.
Although, the way you said he should have a Mexican accent, I like the idea of him walking into the Ark and someone going, the hell's up with your Autobot badge? Badges? We don't need no stinking badges.
Nice.
So, have you seen the Rapido
What's
head
with his
sculpt?
face? That face is.
Awesome. G2?
I was about to say, I'm sure that's Skyquakes, isn't it?
It could be, actually. It looks a lot like it.
It just. That's what it reeks of.
I love him. He looks awesome.
We know you love him. You love anything G2.
Not everything. That breakdown still makes my eyes bleed.
What? Well, if
Look
somebody
at the colours of it!
if somebody offers you a breakdown, you give him to me.
Look at the colours.
Oh my god.
I want one.
It's G2. It's G2 through and through.
Yeah.
That guy's a disco diva and he's going home with a man tonight.
Well, the best thing is when he's in his robot mode, the top of his car, the top of the roof of the car, has got like a paint effect where it's like almost like red jam. I don't want to say blood because it's not dark enough, seeping down the top bit, and it's awesome.
Why would you pick that colour scheme though?
Because it was G2. Hasbro discovered they could paint neon plastics and went crazy with it. Look up.
Yeah, Thundercracker.
No, for the ultimate crazy, no. G.I. Joe, his tank toxic version. That is the thing you look up for.
No, man.
That will blast your eyes right out of your head.
The repaint of Clench.
Which one was that?
Toxicor.
What was Thundercracker then?
The Action Master Thundercracker. Oh my
Well, let's see.
God.
Originally, Thundercracker is blue.
Yeah.
Hints of red.
Yeah.
This Thundercracker was bright blue with neon green bits and bright red bits and
There was
freaking
pink.
mental.
There was pink in there as well.
And then came with some sort of weird flying suit thing as well. But you know what? I still want them.
You want an Action Master Thundercracker?
Yes.
That's a good
I
name.
want an Action Master Thundercracker.
I want to be an Action Master Thundercracker.
Are you saying you want to give up the ability to transform, become stronger, faster, more alive?
Yes.
Bingo.
That's only my job title.
2 doses of Nucleon, please.
See, I'd just like to see this done in the Marvel run, the Marvel G1 run. Because you've got Grimlock going, oh, me no able to transform no more. Meanwhile, in Decepticon HQ, my eyes! Even Shockwave's there just trying to stab his one eye out.
With his gun.
Yeah. Ah! Megatron crying.
See, I had a thought about Shockwave earlier. How good a scientist can he be with only one hand?
Well, obviously, good God, we're so far off topic
Anyway,
now.
carry on with the news.
No, I'm going to point this out.
Go on.
Sunbow, he had 2, unless he didn't need to. His gun, much like Prime's trailer, was made of plotarium.
I will think about this. I'll rest my hand on my boom! Blows his face off.
Oh, not again!
Maybe that's how he's got
only
a face
one eye
like
and no
that.
mouth because he keeps going. Oh no!
Have you ever seen the Little Formers picture of the sketch for Shockwave?
Yes.
And that, kids, is why you don't mess around with Sharkticons. Aren't you a robot? Can't you just build a new hand? Aye. What? Ah! So the
Rapido is
the
awesome.
final
Get me
thoughts
some
on
neons.
Rapido is Scott McNeil.
Get Scott McNeil drunk and
Yeah.
get him to fight Derek J. White while Gary Chalk referees with a bottle of Nuki Brownies on that I've bought him.
Yes.
Jobs are good.
Another concise answer.
The second thing I want to bring up in news
Oh, I forgot it again.
is Perfect Effect releasing a Laserbeak buzzsaw, a rewind and eject, an overkill, and a wheelie.
Yes!
Sorry, I put a question mark in there, so I had to try and.
And a wheelie.
A
And what have I
wheelie?
told you about putting question marks on the teleprompter? For the last time, he'll read anything you put on that thing.
Exit stage left.
I think at some point we're just going to have to make a list of films that we have mentioned that you really must watch.
Be a good list.
I'd like to extend an invitation to the Pants Party.
There's a party in my pants party.
Pants Party. Sing to the party in your pants. Yes.
Yeah. So I'm just polishing the guns. Or the classic, I'm riding a furry tractor.
No. Sex Panther.
Sex Panther.
Sex Panther still kills me to
It
this day.
sounds like someone's throwing up Indian food in a nappy.
Smells worse than Bigfoot's dick.
To quote Sokka from Last Airbender,
Oh, doesn't matter. Right, so
Great
yeah,
Odin's Raven.
you ate a whole wheel of cheese.
I'm not even mad, I'm impressed.
I believe Diversity is an old wooden ship. Don't think they're worried about the lack of an old wooden ship on the news run.
Stabbed a guy with a trident. Yeah, I mean to talk to you about that. Better lay low for a while. Police will be looking for you.
That escalated quickly.
Gotta keep your head screwed on when you're in a vicious cockfight.
I'm in a glass box of emotion.
Hold on. I just want to say one thing.
So,
If you haven't seen Anchorman, none of that makes any sense.
The man punted Dexter. Dexter, I can't even say
My
that.
little gentleman.
so
I want to take you to foggy London town, because you are my little gentleman.
I'm just giving up, I think.
Now the Vulcan nerve pinches about that.
there.
Damn, you're getting good at that.
I'm just going to sit back now and let them talk.
Right, I'll take over then. Hiya, I'm Grufflock. Transformers, robots and plastic.
Well, thanks for locking by, brother.
So, do you want to talk about Perfect Effect?
Yes, I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully when my friends in Rumble get here, I will have an even better opinion. But from what I'm seeing so far and what I hear of them, should be good.
Can I just put my hand up as the resident guy who doesn't know about
No.
Transformers?
Oh, that's me.
What?
Perfect Effect are the company that made the third-party, non-official Rumble and Frenzy figures.
Right.
Which I'm still waiting for.
As am I.
That was
Yeah, we
weird.
had a harmonious geek moment
Yeah.
there. Yeesh.
And what they're
Should
doing...
you really be like giving props to a company that does unofficial work?
I will be coming to
Funny you
this.
should mention
I will be coming to this after we've spoken about that.
Okay.
Be coming to that after
I hate piracy.
it's on piracy.
Arrgh.
Right. These. You can't say that.
What do you mean, me bloody?
For all intents and purposes, you could shove a great big sail on an Xbox and sail it down the sea.
I can do it on both.
Yardy horror.
Hardly hard.
I think you should cut that bit out.
Yep.
Right.
Might as well, before you do that, shout funding terrorism.
I do fund terrorists. They need money.
Oh, they're such rascals. So,
You get those things in your inbox, don't you?
Terrorists.
Jihad!
How did they email me? It doesn't make sense.
No, you get those letters with the "We is a Norwegian princess.
Oh, yeah.
I need you to send me your bank details so I can
Oh,
give you
they think my
£1
bank
million
details. I would be
pounds."
sending-
Oh, well, someone my wife worked with actually got one of those emails. If my wife hadn't talked to her, she was going to give it money.
What?
Seriously, it was something in France, some kind of French lottery, and she was going to give them what was it, £230.
What's her email address? Good evening, madam. You have won 26 million Ugandan dollars.
I need a bank account on your sort code.
Which
Can I
roughly
please?
equates to about 350.
Oh, free for it.
It's when I looked up and seen it Rob with the monster.
Yeah,
I said, "Damn, monster! Leave my son alone. We work for money in this house. We don't give money away.
I gave him free fitty anyway.
She gave him 350.
They're just gonna come back.
What about 325? 325?
That
The
is a
monster
sale.
treat's gone down.
Sell Loch Ness munchies.
Where did that come from?
South Park.
That escalated quickly.
I was quoting it. I knew it was off South.
I don't even know if it's worth carrying this on.
Go for it.
Go for it.
Then it was August.
Yeah, we were talking about the perfect effect stuff.
Oh.
Yes. Bustle Lesbic. Yes.
I want now.
Yes.
I really just want.
Yes.
Which leads us on to an interesting topic, I thought. I may regret this thought, the way that this has gone so far.
Any kind of
The
topic.
Fans Project and other third-party companies. I believe, Stu, you've got...
I've got the Shadow Commander.
Mm-hmm.
And
Is that the only one you've got?
And I've got the Head Cobra,
Yes.
which I repainted.
And I've got the Bottle Roller, the City Commander, Warbot Defender, and a Head Cobra. I'm sorry.
For the people who didn't see that, because we're not a video, I stuck my tongue up and shook my head back and forth going, nah.
Now, my first question here. Do you want me to quickly run through what these are for Mr. DHD?
Transformers, I'm guessing.
Yes.
But not in a legal sense.
Yeah.
Right.
Stuff like Fans Project recently released a Springer figure.
Right. Basically, is it like the Quintesson figure you've got?
Yes.
It's a figure based off a Transformer, but there's never actually been made, so it's been made by a third party company without license.
No, because the Fans Project stuff is there was a Springer toy back in the 80s,
Right.
but there isn't an updated one.
Right.
The City Commander is a upgrade set for the Ultra Magnus figure,
Right.
which was a white Optimus Prime.
Yeah.
Puts the armor on, makes him into an Ultra Magnus.
Right.
It's things like that.
Right.
Completely unofficial.
Yeah.
To be
And-
honest, though, I mean, this sort of stuff. I mean, they had no plans to make a Springer figure.
No. As
none
far as we're aware,
whatsoever.
no.
Yeah, and basically these guys have kind of gone, well, we reckon we could do one.
Mm-hmm.
And, so long as it's not in direct competition with anything that
Yeah.
Hasbro's putting
Hasbro
out.
were planning, I don't see how they can really...
Well, no, if you look at the flip side of it, just off the top of my head, Deathclock, there are, like Metalocalypse Deathclock, there are no plans whatsoever to make Deathclock figures. So you say it's fine for someone else to make them?
Yeah.
That's a
Really?
good point.
That's,
Not under law. It's tricky because that is it is a tricky subject. We've said this before.
Yeah, which
As
is
much
one of the
as they-
reasons I wanted to bring it up as a proper...
much as they can turn around and go, this guy is not called Springer, he's called Warbot Defender.
Yeah.
He's not called a Transformer, he's called a Change Robot, something like that.
Yeah.
It blatantly is Springer. Everybody who looks at him goes, that's Springer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think there is that thing of they could borderline turn around and go, well, this isn't Springer. We've not listed him as Springer. We've not said to
Yeah.
anybody,
Mm-hmm.
this is... I think they've been very careful in everything they've done.
Yeah.
Oh,
They've
very
not
much
gone,
so.
look
They
at this
are-
Ultra Magnus. They've gone, look at this City Commander.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which was of Magnus's title. So look at the City Commander set. Look at they are. I think they are walking a very fine line, and they're checking everything they do twice.
Well, to me, what it
To not
seems
go,
like,
look at Ultra Magnus. Oh no!
to me, it's a situation that's not good because it's obviously copyrighted stuff being made by someone else, but it is a situation which has been brought on by themselves.
Yeah.
They are not making the figures that people want them
Yeah.
to make, so another company's doing it. I'm not saying the other company's right, it is copyrighted,
Yeah.
and that's simple as they don't have the rights to make these
Yeah.
toys, but the company, Hasbro, they should have made them to start with.
Yeah.
They should have given the fans
Definitely.
what they wanted and
Yeah.
not left the opportunity for the
Yeah.
people to make. So it is wrong that they're doing it, but Hasbro's brought it on themselves.
To play devil's advocate for that, though,
Yeah.
when you're talking about a franchise with as many characters as the Transformers has, I
Yeah.
mean, even if you just look at normal G1, it's upwards of 300
Yeah.
characters. So Hasbro aren't going to be able to bring out updated versions of all the new characters constantly. However, Fans Project... I'm trying to think of a way of putting it. Hasbro can't bring out every figure that everybody in the world wants.
Yeah.
Because if they did, then I would have my Classics Firecons, and my animated Firecons, and my Cybertron Firecons, and every other line would have 3 Firecons in, and they would all suck. But I don't care. Because I love me my Firecons. They're shit. I love them. They're like jump starters. Oh, God, they're terrible. I love them so much. But for Fans Project to be jumping into this situation where they're going, well, here is the City Commander set.
Yeah.
It does make you think, well, Hasbro do have a legal leg to stand on. They must do, because at the end of the day, the likeness is still in their favour.
Yeah.
They may not have the IP name, but they've got the likeness.
Well, it's intellectual property. That's the thing,
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
But they haven't used any of the names of the IP. They haven't used any of the... there is nothing that says, I can't even think what Springer's motto is.
It doesn't have his motto.
Yeah, if you just say you had Warbot Defender, then Wreck and Rule on it. You're one step closer to Hasbro being able to go, hang on a sec, that's our IP. You cannot be using that. As you say, they are absolutely spot on with
I think they're
not crossing the
very,
border.
very
They're on the
careful,
line.
yeah.
And I honestly, I've been saying for about the last 6-7 months now, I think the sword is going to be coming down any minute now.
As I've said before, just because we mentioned it, I think the saving grace is that they're not mass produced.
Well,
If these
that's
things
what-
were in stores, Hasbro would jump up and down on them.
Well, that's what I was
because they're
gonna ask.
collector's items, they're not.
You say the fan projects. Like I said, I've not seen these before. I've seen you make your own Transformers,
Yeah,
but
kit
you
bash,
make you kit bash and you make it for your own pleasure. You don't
Yeah,
sell them on. You take pictures.
Well, I have sold a few on eBay. But I'm not producing them.
You've done one
Yeah.
and then moved on. You do it as a bit of
yeah.
fun. You show it off online. Look what I've done. But this company, do they actually make like 200 of them and sell them on the internet, or do they make 12 of them, or how does
I
it
would
work?
say it's close to 200. But
Yeah, number wise, we're never
It's-
100% sure,
no,
but
it's not massive
but
numbers.
it's not mass produced.
But-
It's certainly not in stores.
But
Anyway.
it's more than like say 10. It's not obviously.
Oh
not.
yeah, definitely more than 10.
So the whole point of them doing it is to make money. It's not the art of it.
Yeah. Now,
Then I'm against it. Then
right.
because like I say, if
I
they're
will-
making
we've
200
got-
of them.
Sorry, carry on.
Let's say if they're making 200 of them.
Yeah.
It's not there to show the artistry or show how it can be done.
Yeah.
That is to make money.
Yeah.
And like you say, 200 is not a lot in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
But how many different ones have they done? And 200 of each.
Well,
It's there. That's there to make money, and they're using someone else's intellectual property
Yeah.
to make money for themselves.
Now-
I think that's wrong.
I know that the company Fans Project, because unfortunately the term Fans Project has become the umbrella now, hasn't
Yeah.
it? But the company itself, Fans Project, they don't make any money off this. Then the money that they make off all this goes straight back in to making the next thing, and it keeps running like that.
But you say it goes
So-
into making the next thing.
Yeah.
But does that also include wages for the people who are making it?
No, because the company itself isn't a proper company.
No, it's just one person doing
Well,
it.
I think it's about 12, but yeah.
12 of them. But are these 12 people, you say it's going back into making the other ones, is that just costs of materials, or are these people taking a wage?
No wage.
No wage.
No, the last I heard there was no wage.
Right.
Now, if you move on to... God, who was it did the Another War set?
Sorry,
The Another War set. The
Which
Tor
one was
set. The Magnus Hammer and...
oh jeez, no idea.
the ones that keep doing upgrades for upgrades. I can't think what they're called.
Lost
now-
my name out. Oh, like the guys who did the City Commander upgrade, so his head was different.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
had
yeah,
shoulder
yeah,
guns
yeah.
and- yeah.
Those guys, because I'm certain it's the same guys that did the Another War set and
Yeah.
all that type of stuff. Now, these guys seem to be the opposite side of that,
Right.
where they're just going, here's some cheap shit, buy it, and there never seems to be any improvement. Whilst if you look at the improvement from the City Commander to the Warbot Defender, you can tell that
Yeah.
money's come in so they can improve what they've got.
Well, even just
Yeah.
the improvement between City Commander and Shadow Commander.
Oh, yeah, I
Those
suppose
things
I...
were tweaked
Aye.
because they got feedback and then they got, well, as you say, a bit more funds to play with. They went, oh, hang on, we can change this into this. We've had to do this like this, but you know, like if memory serves, City Commander didn't have screw holes, but Shadow Commander does. But then they turned around and went, here's some plugs for the screw holes,
Yes.
which was just an awesome idea.
I just thought that I would like to point out that the not getting wages and everything like that.
Yeah.
I just realised I don't actually have any evidence to back that up, just
Yeah.
stuff that I have read.
Yeah.
So,
As far as you're aware.
yeah, as far as I'm
Yeah.
aware, I just want to quickly say that out. Just
Well,
so-
here's another question though.
Yep.
Has Hasbro ever released a press release about this?
They were asked at last year's BotCon, and their response, as far as I can remember, was along the lines of, "We're very impressed with what they're doing, and we'll be keeping a close eye."
So it's not like they were angry. It's not like it was no comment.
No, no.
Because I was thinking have you heard of it's a similar idea? It's completely off there, but have you seen the new Street Fighter movie that's been made?
Oh,
Which
yes.
has been given Capcom's approval.
Yeah, it was the little live-action fight between
Yeah.
Ken and Ryu, which
Yeah.
is awesome.
Yeah, it's brilliant. That's the fact of the matter is that started off as a fan project, but it's now been given the blessing of Capcom. So to me, that's went from copyright to okay because the people who own the copyright are okay with it. Now, if Hasbro are okay with it, with them doing it a small line, then that's fine.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? If
I think
if
that is
Hasbro say no,
yeah,
then no.
yeah, they're gonna have to turn around and go, right, fair enough. Buy them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
That's the
definitely.
it's as Hasbro should turn around and say yes or no.
Yeah, but
You
they
know,
never have. They have. That's the
I
closest
think-
we've had to an answer.
Yeah, I think if they stay in this grey area, then they can sit there going, okay, keep going. Right, we don't
Yeah,
like
that's
it.
enough.
You've gone too far.
Oh, I think is
Here's a
Hasbro.
job.
no, is Hasbro doing that? Is Hasbro seeing how far they can go to say, "Oh, you guys are great. Here's
Yeah,
a job."
that's what I'm
or
saying.
seeing how far they go till they go. Right, that's it. Definitely
Yeah.
got you.
Yeah.
In jail
Yeah.
you go.
Push too far. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
To me, that would be how it ends. Well, is that they turn around and go, right, we're gonna have to shut you down. You've gone too far. But
Here's a job.
welcome aboard.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that'd be great.
I don't understand why so far they haven't got the guys behind Fan Project into the TFOCC or into the BotCon team.
Bash yourself some heads. Here's a basic body. Redo a head for this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, which would you prefer, the repaints and remolds that we get of existing things, or a City Commander? You know.
Yeah, what's cheapest to mass produce though?
Well, to be honest, making the repaints and remolds is the cheapest way of doing it. But you
what I
get
do.
5 in a mold. You get 5 in a box.
Yeah.
So you get 5. I honestly think that the 5 repaints and remolds is probably going to come to the same price as a City Commander.
Right.
So, I mean, which would you prefer?
Yeah,
Yeah,
5 of the same dude, or the awesome armor set that I own.
Yeah. Now, another thing about the Fans Project thing is the difference between what they started off doing and what they're doing now.
Originally, it
for
was the cliff jumper upgrade kit. Yeah.
Well, that's it, the upgrade kits. Where that seems, apart from the, what's it called, the Protector. Apart from the Protector suit, nothing else seems to be upgrades now.
Yeah, it's all
Now it's become full figures, which is the point. I think that the line is getting very close to being crossed.
Right. To me, that bears a striking resemblance to action replays in games consoles.
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah.
And they were always legal.
Oh,
but
Game
they were
Genie, yeah.
Game
stuff like
Genie
that.
Action Replay. They were always legal, but the actual companies themselves, like Nintendo, Sega, never liked them
Yeah.
because it was messing with
Messing
their
with
games.
their program.
But it was always legal. You could always actually buy them in shops.
Yeah.
I don't know where the legal loophole was there, but that was
I seem to remember there being some.
it was the fact that they weren't actually
Copying
copying
anything.
or anything like that.
Yeah.
All it was doing was giving you the cheat codes, which are generally released in cheat books, anyways.
well, no, actually,
No,
Action
these went
Replays.
beyond, didn't they?
No, Action Replays messed with the coding.
Yeah.
Action Replays completely messed with the coding of all the games they used.
You could change like random stuff in the games, like
Yeah.
infinite lives, even if the game didn't have it or you didn't take damage.
Well, a lot of them you could do the whole thing like you change the background colours of the games, stuff like that. They would, like if you look,
Sonic the Hedgehog 1, running a ball.
Yeah.
The entire game, the end of the first level of Sonic 1, where Robotnik had that big ball. For some reason, there was a code. Sonic was on the ball throughout the entire game.
Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, what's it called? When you did a fireball, it went up and down the screen rather than across.
Yep.
It actually replaced,
really
messed around with the coding of the games, but they were never illegal because they weren't actually. There was not copyright material used, so that to me that would fall under the same category.
Yeah.
Maybe it's morally a bit grey, but I think legally it'd just be the same as Action Replays.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, legally so far, they have not completely infringed on anything.
No,
They're just threatening to.
yeah.
As we were saying before, I think the Warbot Defender's possibly the most.
Yeah, that to me is pushing it.
Yeah, very much so.
When I seen that, I was like, that's him.
Now the question is the Retgar and the Broadside still coming?
Yeah.
Because that Retgar was a little bit too.
Or maybe there's been no word of these because Hasbro's
Yeah.
shifted them a nice little letter going,
Yeah,
Do
it
you
could well
upgrade?
be. Which is a bit of a shame, but.
just means they'll get Defender out. Oh, I want a Rodimus.
I don't.
I do.
I don't think I'll be getting it.
I do. I want to Robbers.
A Robimus.
And that as well.
Oh, can I kit bash a hot Robimus upgrade set?
I'm scared of what you're going to do.
by
Here. The way
that-
you're looking at me, I'm
It's
getting
just a
scared.
pair of hot pants with the words Hot Robimus written on it. You've been upgraded. And I'll give you a matrix and everything.
Ooh, shiny bauble.
Look, look, look. It's life and death. Life and death. Wear the hot pants.
And now comes in a presentation sock.
As does the matrix.
He doesn't need any help.
Alright, so I think that's everything we can say about that.
Yeah, and keep up the good work.
Yeah, go on Fans Project.
And hide.
Give me a protector set. Rapido.
Badgies. So we'll move on to the pub talk, which is something new that we're starting up, which is us asking you, the listeners, questions.
We're
yes.
going to have to wait a really long time for the answers.
I
Yeah.
think, yeah.
My question is, what is your bank account number and sort code? Also, do you have a passport you wish to sell?
Whoa.
Send the money to George Agdugwengo, care of Uganda.
Do you have a boat that has lots and lots of panels that could be removed for hiding things in? Do you have a passport? Can you get to Uruguay?
Do you
Have you
think
or any of your family ever seen a spook, spectre, or ghost?
What would you do if an attack came? Maybe at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning?
It's 2 a.m. Do you know where your children are?
Charlie says...
do you think a see-through sleeping bag would be sexy?
Jim fixed it for me.
And you need lots of fixing after that.
Yeah.
Like your parents were, would you like to be a member of Pole Position? What kind of hourly wage are the members of Mask on? Because they always work in overtime.
Yeah.
Well, they're all paid in Nazi gold. Matt Tracker was a Nazi. Right, on one episode, you can clearly see he's got a rabbi in a cupboard, which he uses when he gets a bit angsty. He opens and beats the rabbi a bit. Matt Tracker was the ultimate
Are
Nazi.
you saying Matt Tracker is anti-Semitic?
Yes!
Wow.
Well, I'm saying he's nothing but anti-Semitic.
Wow.
Yeah.
So-
Luckily, he's dead.
Like the rest of Mask.
Oh, and now Rob's a sad
Mass
panda.
Crusader
Hey,
doing Nazi work.
Overtime. Killing Jews.
The Old Oil House does not condone the killing of
Of
Jews.
course we don't. It's a terrible thing.
Right.
Nazis do, though.
But we're not Nazis.
We're not Nazis, no. Nazis
So,
suck.
pub talk. Should we get the mystery voice to speak?
You have all my Jura.
Mystery voice, would you like to read out the first pub talk question?
Question 1. What gives you a spine-tingling, hairs on the back of the neck moment?
Which basically means, what have you watched, read, listened to? It's giving you the hairs on the back of the neck moment. I mean, we talked about this
Yeah, briefly.
briefly last week.
Mula Flogger, launching!
We were talking last week
Yeah.
about the things that you've seen on films and stuff that just gives you the proper hairs on the back
Oh,
of your
yeah,
neck.
yeah.
You know, the adrenaline's
Like-
pumping.
Yeah,
Cool.
there's two with me. Right, the first one has to be at the end of Schindler's List when what's it call him? Schindler breaks down. No, I'm
No,
genuinely.
yeah, I know.
yeah,
It's just
I'm not
for what
genuinely.
we were talking about.
Yeah,
into
no.
Schindler's List.
Well, that's it. Genuinely, Schindler's List is one of my favourite movies. And
Oh, yeah, yeah,
where
yeah.
Oscar Schindler at the end breaks down, and starts crying because he realises if he'd sold his car, he could have saved 2 more lives.
Yeah.
That gets me every time. I was actually teared up when I was watching that film. That one, and then the second one has to be like Bouquet Party 5 when the third guy goes on him, and oh, she doesn't have to get it, and you just the tingling moment just starts going.
Okay. What?
I'm not sure I know that second film.
no,
I
that-
don't think Bouquet Party 5.
No.
Oh no, you're pronouncing it wrong. You mean
Yeah.
Bukkake.
Oh, that's the one.
Ah, I was
Right.
making a smutty porn joke.
I was completely confused and thought you were watching some kind of anime that I've never heard of. Hence the fixed expression and the backing away.
That could be edited out anyway. That's
So
edited
yeah,
out.
Schindler's List.
Yeah, no, Schindler's List definitely.
Mm.
No, Schindler's List. That moment in Schindler's List is amazing. Really gets me every time. I can't think of any others.
As I just said with my my outburst before, I've been watching Gundam Seed again, and just almost every time, sort of like Mula Flagger or Atheron, or even towards the end when Kira launch and they're going into battle, just the music building up to it, and then you get the doo 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 doo, and just comes up with launch and they just do the little piece like Moolah Flag are launching and the Gundam or whatever they're flying at the time just gets thrown out of the ship. It's just I always get it hairs on the back of my neck stand
I've
up.
actually just thought of another one.
Mm-hmm.
The intro to season 4 of Babylon 5.
Oh, where it's all the different
vo-
people
all
talking,
the different,
yeah.
The why are you here?
Yeah.
There is a hole in your mind.
In the infamous words of Simon Pegg, Babylon 5's a big pile of shite.
Get out of my house.
Get out of my house, sir.
Okay,
I'll
go to your house and then get out of it.
Good.
No,
No, that one is one of the...
Actually, more than half. I'd say 3/4 of the monologues that Jacquard does in that series.
Yeah, actually.
Because he has just got such a powerful sort of voice. He just puts such emotion into everything.
Yeah.
I would easily say half, 3/4 of his speeches, when he does the voiceovers at the end of an episode or something, it just sends a shiver down your spine.
At the end of the day, Babylon 5 is the Jacquard Wando show.
I've got a good one.
Mhm.
Yeah. The end of Street Fighter movie, when you finally realise you've finished watching it, you can turn away from it now.
No, I actually feel
See,
disappointed.
I thought you meant the animated with Korn at the end, when Ryu kicks a truck.
Are you ready?
Kick a truck!
Jumps up.
Actually, the intro to Street Fighter animated movie.
Oh,
With that
yeah.
really cool guitar bit.
Yeah.
And it all sort of flashes off.
It's the fight with
with
Sagat.
Sagat,
Yeah.
That dun-dun-dun-dun.
That's good. Actually, I thought I would go one. It's a pretty obvious one for gaming. But Final Fantasy VII with Ares, but it's not the moment where she's killed by Sephiroth. It's the fight afterwards. Because it's a fight, you fight a piece of Genova.
Yeah.
But it's the
music,
it's the music that goes with it, and it's quite an easy fight. But it feels so hopeless. You just kind of go on attack, and the music's just gives such atmosphere to that moment. Because you're already gutted, oh my god, they've just killed the main character.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you haven't played Chrono Trigger like I hadn't at the time, that's the first time you'll have come across that generally in games.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you're really taken back by
Then
it.
again, if you're not me, you won't have played Chrono Trigger. So,
Well, no, I'd play Chrono Trigger afterwards.
right.
I didn't play Chrono Trigger before, so for me it was the first time I'd ever seen that happen to a main character. But it's not the moment's really amazing, but the fight afterwards, we'd like to say, normally it's up and go battle music, but it's just
It's very
flat.
on the bright side, if memory serves, it's like Aerith's theme, isn't it? That you're fighting to.
Yeah, it's the same. I think it's been a while since I've actually played through it.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's the same music that's when you actually see her die and all the piece of material falls from her hair.
Yeah,
I'm sure it's that same piece of music.
That piece of music to me was always really sad and kind of downy. But back end of last year, two of my friends got married,
And used it.
and she used that to walk in.
Oh, that's
And
brilliant.
I was just like, well, that's awesome. I now don't think of it as a small
Yeah.
flower girl getting stabbed by a maniac with a giant sword.
That's brilliant. Like I said, that entire fight always just shivers up
And
my
you're right,
spine.
it's a piss easy fight. You give somebody the water ring, she can't damage you.
Exactly.
You wait until she's run out of power, and then you twat the bitch.
Yeah, but it does take a while to take it down, and it's the only fight in the game that I can think of that doesn't have an up and go battle
Yeah,
theme.
everything else has got its own theme or the usual
Yeah,
sort of fight
like
music.
the epic Sephiroth music or the standard da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Exactly.
But that one fight is just
And you just sitting at it
flat.
down and just go,
yeah. That always gets
potion. Phoenix now.
me. Yeah, exactly.
Limit break.
Yeah.
Oh, that and the. I don't know if you ever got through to it, the end of Crisis Core.
Of course, I got through the end of
I couldn't
Crisis
remember, I couldn't
Core.
remember how
End
that.
of Crisis Core.
I'm
is
DHD.
freaking amazing.
Oh, did you play through?
Yes.
Oh, that unbelievably you can fight the fact it lets you fight
Yeah.
at the end of Crisis Core just is. If you haven't played Crisis Core, we won't do any
Well,
spoilers.
the thing is, because you know how it ends if you've gone through 7.
Well, yes, but like before I
don't
finished
know
it, you don't know
how
how
they do
they
it.
actually
Oh,
get
yeah,
to
they'll
that
know how,
point.
yeah, but
so
you know what
we won't
happens
spoil it
if
for
he
people
gets
because
killed.
not a lot of people did play it because obviously it was the PSP. If you have a PSP and you like Final Fantasy, get Crisis Core and play that game. That ending is momentous.
It's heartbreaking.
Absolutely.
Even though you know what's coming, it's heartbreaking.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is there any gaming hairs on the back of your neck moments you'd like to talk
Ooh,
about?
I've kicked my ear to the point where I'm bleeding.
Thanks for sharing.
No,
Most-
Bikini Samurai does not count.
No, it really doesn't.
Or did you get Samurai Bikini Bandits?
On a side note, the film of that is an HMV for £3. I am
is-
so tempted to pick
It
it
is
up.
actually a quite good film.
It's an enjoyable film.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Actually, the only one that really springs to mind at the minute would be Gears of War 2.
Dom's wife.
For me.
Dom's
wife.
Yeah.
See, I thought he was good, but I thought he was predictable.
Yeah, she wasn't coming out normal.
No.
Alive.
I thought, because they kind of built that moment from the start of the game, I thought it was good.
Yeah.
But I seen it coming from the very start
I
of the
thought
game.
we were just going to find it dead.
Yeah.
Fucked up and tortured. Just
Yeah.
like,
That's the thing for me. I thought they were just going to find it dead. To me, I didn't really, because of playing through Gears of War 1, I thought, Gears of War 1 was kind of like, here's a gun. Those things don't look human. They're obviously bad guys. Kill them.
Shoot them in the face.
Yeah, that was the story of
Yeah,
Gears of War 1.
pretty
There
much,
was
yeah.
no story.
Well,
I went into Gears of War 2
Yeah.
with the same expectations.
And it was just epic.
And it was epic.
It was epic.
It was just the fact that, I kept playing down the story thinking, this is Gears of War.
Yeah.
I'm not expecting a lot from it. I'm just
Yeah.
expecting an enjoyable shooter.
Yeah.
And just that bit, I kept... Every sort of little note they made about Dom's wife, it was just kind of like, he's just going to find her dead, and that will drive him on to fight more. He's going to find her dead. And then it was just that bit when they found the thing, I'm like, all right, they're going to find her body in one of these caskets.
Yeah.
And then they found her alive, and I was like, what?
I thought
And then-
it was very clever.
And then they just, that bit of, you see through his eyes,
Yeah.
and he's...
That's what I was surprised at. To be honest, I seen it coming. I thought it was very good, but I didn't see coming that they made her look normal through Dom's eyes,
Yeah.
and then when you see him through Marcus's eyes, she's not. That I thought was a very clever idea. But because I thought it was let down because I was expecting something for the entire game.
I didn't. The bit that got me was I didn't expect Dom to do what he did.
Yeah,
Basically,
yeah.
That was the bit that really got me because I mean, it sounds stupid, but I really felt for the guy.
Oh yeah, well you do
I mean,
with
he
characters.
just, it's the bit where she's sort of in his arms and he drops down to his knees and he's bawling his eyes out, and you just see Dom. You just see Phoenix walk up to him,
Give him
and
the gun.
you don't even see him give him the gun.
No.
He just says, "You got to do what you got to do,"
Yeah,
and walks away.
My
And
problem
at
with that bit...
at that point, I was just kind of like, "What's he mean?" Because I couldn't comprehend the fact that he was going to kill her.
Yeah.
Because for me, it was like if I'd lost my other half, and I'd just found that wouldn't cross my mind.
Yeah, I know
no
you
matter
mean.
what. But it's just when you. I think it was really clever the way they did it because you see Marcus walk off in the distance, and then all you see is the barrel of the gun sort of sliding up her head as he's bringing his hand up.
Yeah.
And that for me was the shock factor that just.
See, to me, that moment was in Blade. I seen that coming a mile off because Blade does that with Wesker in the Blade film. Whistler, sorry, not Wesker. Whistler. So that took it from me. But after that, I thought there was a brilliant moment which put you right into the game. Is the fact that Marcus lets Dom take the lead in the game.
Yeah.
Which was surprising because the game, you're the player.
Yeah.
So you should be in front. The idea of you're always in front because you're the actual character you're playing.
You are Sergeant of Army.
Yeah, so the fact that for one level he lets Dom take the lead, that really sucked me into the game because it felt like, whoa, this isn't a game mechanic. This is real storytelling. That was very well done, I thought.
I did like that where he says, I've found us a way we can sneak in, but if you want to go in guns blazing, I'm with you. And you just got that bit where he just kind of sniffs, wipes his nose, and says, "I want to kill them all."
Yeah.
The problem I had with it was after that, though, the moment the level started up again, I think he makes one mention of it, and that's it.
Yeah.
There's no mention of it again.
Obviously, for those who've seen the trailer for the third one,
yes,
this is going to play him over because Dom has let himself go.
Well, he almost dies in the trailer, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So.
And
He just looks like he's zoned out.
We should move on from Gears of War.
Yeah, I'm just going to say...
Just for one more thing of it. It didn't quite give me the shiver down my neck thing, but it did give me a really big kind of like, yeah! And that was the Coltrane on the mic.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody loves that bit.
Oh, yeah.
It's just,
Everybody. Be crying to your bitch ass queen. Oh, mommy, don't let the bad man hurt us. Fuck your mommy. Woo!
Anything with Coltrane.
Which just made me think of a listener question that I'm going to ask you all later.
Okay.
On a side note, Terry Tate, you are awesome.
Terry Tate, we love you.
I'm going to just say, Max Payne, you know which level I mean. Oh, God, yeah.
Oh, the baby.
Oh, yeah.
The baby. Anybody who hasn't played Max Payne, come around my house, I will beat you round the head. Max Payne 1. Number 2 is okay, not as good. You haven't played Max
I
Payne?
haven't played Max Payne.
Dude, it is one of the best. You haven't played Max Payne. What is wrong with you people?
my PC couldn't handle it.
We can now.
That's a point.
I have got a damn good point.
Right.
Max Payne 1 is a fantastic game. It
Whoops.
is one of the most atmospheric, fun to play, brilliant storytelling, noir feeling, gut-wrenching, brilliant games I've ever played.
So, Mystery Voice, would you like
By the way,
to...
Alan Wake's quite good too. Sorry, I played Alan Wake recently and it reminded me how good Max Payne was.
Mystery Voice, can you ask us the second listener question? In fact, can you recap the first one? Because I think we went on for a little while there.
Yeah.
Recap the first one and give us the second one, please.
Question 1. What gives you a spine-tingling, hairs on the back of the neck moment?
Galaxy Rangers theme tune. Next.
Question 2. Who would you say is your favourite TF artist?
Self-explanatory.
Yeah. Rob, are you going to throw one out here?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah? Who's it going to be?
Pat Lee, baby, all the way.
Yeah. So this is the last episode that Rob's going to be taking place because we're going to murder him.
In all seriousness, Dom Fig,
Yeah.
early work.
Yeah. Pre-ongoing.
Pre-ongoing, Dom Fig, I wanted to marry the man. Just so he could teach me how to draw.
Now the honeymoon's over and a divorce is in the works.
Yes,
Oh,
it is.
Stu?
And I'm taking the easel.
I'm taking the talent, bitch.
Just because of his recent stuff, Roche rapidly jumping up in my opinion. Obviously, Wreckers, last stand of Wreckers just blew my freaking mind.
Oh god,
Story-wise
yeah.
and all the rest. But art-wise, it's just oh.
E.G.
Su's close with his
I
Asian stuff
love E.G. Sue.
because of all that detail work, but I love Roche's faces.
Yep, Roche
Spotlight Hot Rod, that first page, Hot Rod.
You've never
Oh,
seen
it's just-
anybody look so happy to be doing Planetfall without a ship. We're gonna land on the planet face first from space,
I'm gonna headbutt this planet.
and I'm gonna love it. I would say Roche, but you've chosen him.
Because you.
Well, you could say him as well.
I'm not actually. I'm gonna go for something else. I'm gonna go for Jeff Senior.
Classic.
I love Jeff Senior's work. Jeff Senior is where I learned to draw. Jeff Senior and Richard Elson are the two guys I learned to draw from.
Because I like the Marvel stuff he did.
Yes,
I didn't like the Dreamwave stuff, but then that was more sort of
Well, that
this
was
is our art
Wildman.
house style.
that was
That was
Wildman.
Wildman, oh,
It was
okay.
Wildman that
I'll
did
give it a
the
name for
War Within 2.
Yeah.
And I really like Wildman's work as well. But there's something about Jeff Senior's work. I don't know. Would you like us to ask you that question, or are you just going to go Bibble?
Oh, Picasso.
He drew a badass Optimus Prime.
He did, honestly. He doodled it on the back of his helicopter. That was Da Vinci.
So,
I don't know. My Renaissance artists.
so with that,
The only one you do know is from Assassin's Creed 2.
Yeah.
we're going to move on to the listener questions,
Yay!
and then we're
And
going
we're
to
never
draw.
going to have any of them again after this.
Oh, I think
What, listeners?
Yeah.
we're just going to name this the train wreck and be done with it.
Didn't we already name one the train wreck? Wasn't that the last one I did?
Actually, yes,
I'm a bad influence.
you really are. Get back to making games,
Okay.
game videos.
No, you got you. I make games.
Yeah, where's my Sonic 4? Damn it.
Oh, I'm working on it.
So, does Mystery Voice want to ask out the questions? Go on then, Mystery Voice.
Told him we should have paid him in pennies.
Sorry, I'm actually going to cut him out and put the secretary's voice in.
Oh, that's cold.
Deleted!
Let's go, bitch. That's conversational bitch slap right there.
Does anyone remember a TV series called Gophers?
Who asked it?
Tricky!
No. Next.
Go on, full
No,
question.
I think you made that one up.
Early 90s tea time Channel 4 show featured actors dressed up as gophers, talking veg, and a radioactive zucchini.
No?
I...
Google.
Mississippi is a very long word. Spell it. It's
It.
the most popular game show on that TV show. I do remember it.
I
Don't
watched...
remember it at all.
I found some of it on YouTube. I got about 3 minutes into it, and it reminded me of Round the Bend, so I went and watched that instead.
Oh, Round the Bend was awesome.
Doc Croc is hilarious.
Have you ever?
No, that's Round the Twist.
Oh, it's on the twist. What's wrong?
Around the
Round
bend
the
is the
The crocodile in the
sewer.
sewers.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh crap! Yeah, that was awesome.
Oh god, yes.
But so was Round the Twist.
Oh, Round the Twist was good as well.
Round the Twist was very
They're,
good.
they're two separate things.
They are very two different things.
So, unfortunately, no, I did look it up, and I didn't.
And then
Well, the question was, do you remember? Not can you look it up? As I say while I'm looking it up.
Well, whilst you're looking that up, I'm going to quickly say, Tricky, well done. You found the Odyssey and made Mr.
Oh.
Gibbon very happy.
Dear, that looks terrible. It looks like, remember that show Dinosaurs? It was really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
It looked-
take that back. I love that
Oh,
show.
that show was shite.
That show was awesome.
But it looks like that, but with gophers instead.
Geek Combat! Round one!
dun, dun, dun,
Fight!
dun, dun. Finish him quickly. Pay him my tribute.
And now a taste of things to come.
Some seaweed.
Flawless victory. No, it wasn't. He already punched him twice. Shush.
Fatality. Friendship.
Your soul is mine! Also, your treat bag and the contents of your minibar.
I would hate to be Shanta sung in a crowded room. Your soul is mine. You will be next. Then you will be next. Then you will be next.
It sounds like a
Then
bad.
you will be next. And you will be next. You will be next.
Okay, whoa, calm down. If you keep on doing this, Henry Rollins is going to come to the door and kick the shit out of you.
Excellent, keep going. Don't I mean
You
Henry
will be
Rollins.
next.
Right. Anyway.
Your soul is mine.
Yes.
So,
These batteries have gone again.
yes.
Yeah.
Right.
So the answer to Do We Remember the Gophers is
Your soul is mine.
drum and bass remix of Your Soul Is Mine.
Yep.
Guess what I'm working on tonight?
Next question.
Next question.
From Greenwich Mean. What human character in TF do you think come off the best? What human character in TF do you think came off the best?
He's right, that's exactly what it says.
Extrapolate, what human character in Transformers do you think was the best?
Starscream.
He
Oh,
wasn't
he
human.
wasn't a transformer, he was a guy with boxes sellotape to him.
No, that's Red
Good job,
Alert from
Heidi.
Armada.
Oh, right.
He didn't transform, he was wearing a car.
Yeah,
Oh, he was Robocop
he
in a
was
car
actually.
suit.
I think it was Spike.
Is that because he's the only one you can remember the name of?
No, I
That's where I was going to go.
I think it was Sparkplug.
Thinking about it though, right? You compare Spike to, like, Kicker and the three. Hi, my name's Rad. I want to tell you about the.
Hi, my name's Ryan. Shut up.
What am I going to do when I squeeze you, little boy?
I met your father in a steel cage, mate.
I met your father in the cage, mate. I sent him home crying like a little girl.
Then that it says what character came off the best in Transformers. What about Shave the Buff? Shave the Buff is a human character.
I would put a 80s animated character above him.
Oh god, yeah.
Well,
Me too.
hang on. I'm just trying to list them all so I can.
What, list all the humans in all of Transformers?
Oh god, yeah, it's not going to be difficult. So
How many cast members were there in Transformers and Transformers Rutherford?
Hang on, can I just quickly make my answer because I already know mine?
Yeah.
Circuit Breaker.
nice.
Because she actually had a story to it and she actually went somewhere and actually came back more often than not. And crippled Unicron for about 5 seconds.
Yeah, that's quite.
For a
good
crazy electric girl who hates every robot she sees,
Oh.
yet strangely is still attractive in those wires. She takes on a god, so
Do you get the idea that Transformers 3 is going to be the rise of Circuit Breaker?
that would be awesome.
And it's going to be like Michael Bay's grandma in that suit.
Oh no!
Oh, it's going to be Michael Bay with fake boobs.
What?
No!
What? The Circuit Breaker was a girl? No, she's a man now.
No, it's not. It's him being a girl. It's Michael Bay running around for 3 hours with fake breasts, telling people he's sexy.
Right, okay, I've got 3 to choose from. Right?
Always with the multiple choice.
Sorry, from Animated. Because once you got past the first 2 seasons, she became a very well-rounded character.
But does she count as human?
No, she
That's a very good point.
she just transformed into a teenager.
Yep, and left all the irritatingness behind.
Allsparky, give me puberty!
I would say Spike is possibly one of the better sidekick characters in 80s and 90s cartoons.
They kept bringing a cassette player into the base. A cassette player with a big Decepticon symbol on it.
2 words. Autobot X. I'm a monster!
Yes, you are, you tits, but at least you're not bringing in. Oh, I'll bring this cassette player in. No!
You stupid monster!
That's why they only gave him one hand on Autobot X, so he couldn't pick it up. I need both hands to grip.
Fine, I'll take Spike out and replace him with Chip. Because Chip Chase has two things going for him.
I will back him up on Chip. I think Chip was a very good inclusion.
He was.
Right, well,
Also-
Chip's Spike's son, isn't he?
No, Chip is the guy in the wheelchair.
Oh, yeah.
He was
Really liked his porn.
he was
save porn!
he was a well-rounded character. He had a disability.
Yeah.
Well,
Because most of these characters are just kind of like, hey, I'm your classic average character. Yay, I've got nothing special about me. He actually had something that made him special. He was a genius, and he was in a wheelchair.
And he had an internet connection back in 1985.
Yep, that's impressive. Which he used to hack Prowl.
He did, and download porn slowly.
What was Spike's son called?
Daniel.
Right, you gotta admit,
Let us not mention him.
he pulled a robot. Sorry,
Good point.
is it not a line?
No,
Daniel,
yeah,
I want
will-
you inside me.
I will give him that point.
He
She
pulled-
had an entire planet of male robots to pick from, and she went for a squidgy little human boy.
Exactly. He pulled
Ever
a
fall in love
robot.
with someone
No
shouldn't have
one
fallen in love
else
with?
I can think of anywhere has pulled a robot. The closest you'll get is Mannequin.
Got a point. He has got a good point.
Alright, so in your eyes,
Yeah.
Daniel is the best 80s, so the best Transformers human.
He's a player. Yeah, because
Rob-
you know, as soon as she was out of the picture, he was just like, "Hey, fireball."
Who are you going for, Rob? Best human character in Transformers?
I'm gonna go for Chip because
I was
I
gonna-
really want to side with the HD on.
Just to watch me cry.
Yeah, but it's just bringing back horrid memories of that video that you and Glenn did.
See, it has to be said here though. Do you not feel Chip
Fall
was
in love with someone you fall in love with someone.
Oh dear God!
Don't you feel Chip was a bit like left behind by the Autobots?
He was left behind.
You
but-
watch the one where they bring back Optimus Prime, the reboot. I can't remember what you call it.
Return of Optimus Prime.
Return of Optimus Prime. That's so simple as that. I can't even think of it. And that Josie lass gets her legs crushed, and straight away they're like, "Hey, we'll put some legs on her." Chip Chase probably still sitting in his chair, going, "Bastards!"
But that's the reason.
Couldn't even get us a jar of oil.
That's the
The
reason.
human with wheels speaks.
That's the reason that I want to pick him because he did have this disability. He wasn't just your kind of
Oh, yeah.
average. You know, I'm your average height, average type of character.
Oh no, I'll give you
He
that.
had something, you know, sort of significant, like a significant disability to him.
Yeah.
Yet he still did everything that all
Up
the
to
other
and
people
including sue the Autobots for not having disability access.
did. Well,
In
no,
Ramsey
there was,
Prime.
I've seen the episode.
no, there
It's
was
a Dr. Smooth one,
That's a shit.
but still.
no, there was the one where it was like the 3-part thing, Megatron's master plan. He was the one who went and actually broke into Autobot headquarters to find out where Teletran 1 had sent the Autobots. So, you know, he did everything that all these able-bodied people did, and that, for me, makes him a more rounded character than any of the others.
But doesn't it also make the Transformers seem like a bunch of dicks?
Yes.
Right, you're a bunch of robots, right?
Yeah.
And you've got a guy who's disabled hanging around with you. Why is that guy hanging around with you? He wants some robot legs.
Well, that's what we were saying before.
Yeah.
Josie got her magic robot
Yeah.
legs.
Yeah.
Gets her legs crushed in an attack, can't walk
But then again,
the
after-
Autobots straight away. Due to animation mistake, go to Swindle for a new pair of legs.
That's true.
No,
And I
that-
can believe that.
that
Hey,
was-
you
that
want to buy
was
some legs, do you?
because-
Do you want to buy some legs?
That was because it was their fault that she ended up like
Oh,
that.
come on!
They
Chip
felt
is there.
guilty.
Chip has saved them. Chip saved them from certain doom, and they didn't go, let's get him a pair of
Well,
legs.
maybe
No, they went, thanks, Chip, well done, buddy.
They
Let's
thought
go
Chip
outside.
was an upgraded human.
There is that, possibly.
What? Are you saying that the Transformers all have the mind of Stewie Griffin? Tell me your secret.
Or was he a
Johnny Five.
downgraded Transformer?
Yeah, Ratchet probably sat there going, poor guy's stuck mid-transformation, wonder if I can help him.
You know what it is, don't you? Ratchet's looking at him going, you remind me of somebody. Rat Trap?
Oh, jeez.
All they do is just go around sticking a tail on the back of him. Hey, Rat Trap.
Say we're all going to die. I don't want to say it.
Say
We're
it,
all
Chip.
going to die.
I think we should probably move this along since it's been quite a long time.
Stu, are you going to pick one?
I'm sticking with Circuit Breaker, mate.
Fair enough.
I said it first, mate.
Yeah.
Yes, you
did
did.
pick his first.
I'm going to go for Dr. Arkeville. Because I love Dr. Arkeville.
Crazy cyborg bastard.
He's got a metal hat.
Is
Next.
it just me, or does he look like Doc Brown's evil twin brother?
Oh, yeah, definitely. We've got Emmett Brown going, Marty, Marty! And on the other hand, you've got kill, kill.
Marty, we've got to do something about your kids.
They're black.
On the other hand, you've got
We're okay with that. We're not going to problem. Really? Because, I was just saying, we don't think we should hang around with you anymore, Doc. Oh.
Greenwich Mean's second question.
Oh god, there's more.
What is the worst sidekick in 80s cartoon history?
T-Bob!
T-Bob.
Snarf.
Actually, no.
It's the amalgamation. It's the fear that T-Bob and Snarf will one day combine.
Who's
Into
T-Bob?
T-Snarf
From
Mask.
The little,
Stupid
the little,
robot
yeah,
thing.
the R2-D2 bike. He was bad.
Alright.
T-Bug and the Human.
Oh god.
Oh no, that stupid gay flappy thing from She-Ra with the big ears. He had rainbow ears and flew.
Oh.
What was it called?
I have.
Please, someone remind me. But
That
yeah,
made Orko look badass.
yeah, it did, wasn't it? It was basically.
It's true.
It was basically a Care Bear with giant gay ears that flew. That was bad. Oh, there's loads of it in the 80s, though, isn't there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It was rife with horrible sidekicks.
Um,
None of which spring to mind.
Next
I'm
question,
gonna go
is there any decent sidekick in 80s cartoon history?
Many faces, for he
Has
has
many faces.
He wasn't really a sidekick though. was he?
especially now that
He
many.
was. He was Skeletor's sidekick. Anyone who wasn't Skeletor, including Hordak, was a sidekick.
Even though he was a He-Man's character. Many faces on the side of good.
Well, yeah, no. Oh,
He was a master of the universe.
Oh no,
He
I'm
started
getting
off in
yeah,
one
yeah,
and
no.
got twisted back to good.
Especially nowadays. I mean, have you caught Many Faces punch counter punch and bullet swings TV show? 3 faces, 2 cops, 1 crazy bastard.
Quite like Man at Arms. He was a good sidekick.
But I suppose the sidekick in
Epic
He-Man
moustache.
would be
Orko. Yeah.
Oh,
Um,
I think it's the
Anyone who
it's the
isn't- anyone who
comic
isn't-
relief kiddie fair.
yeah, well, anyone who
Sidekick.
well, anybody who isn't the main character is technically a sidekick.
I suppose.
Or
I can't really call Man at Arms a sidekick.
No.
He'd punch you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it would hurt.
It would.
If you fell in his manly moustache, you'd be fine.
A man with moustache has saved many a fall.
No, damn right.
I'm having difficulty with this one.
Well, good sidekicks. Or
Yeah.
Orko wasn't a good sidekick.
It's just I
I
think of a good one.
disagree,
Mm-hmm.
to be honest, because 90% of the time, Orko, even though was the idiotic cause of problems,
Yeah.
was actually quite funny.
I've got one.
I've got one.
The 2 guys from Galaxy Rangers, the 2 aliens.
I can't remember that much about.
They were
Galaxy
good.
They were good sidekicks.
Yeah, but they were fully rounded characters. They weren't. There was no comedy relief.
I have the perfect 80s sidekick.
Yeah.
Slimer.
Yes.
Ah.
Did actually have an episode where Egon's brain was in Slimer's body.
Prince Ramness, was it?
Remmels.
Remmels.
King
Yeah.
Remmels.
He was a prince, but no, he's the perfect 80s sidekick. He was a comedy sidekick, but he was actually good. He was
And
actually a
you
funny
got
sidekick.
stories that
Yeah.
built on the character.
Yeah,
Which you could crazy as the character is.
yeah. Was that Taz from Tasmania?
It was.
No, that's.
That's a good point. There is a distinction.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Actually,
confused
there's another good sidekick.
Mhm.
I suppose he would be classed as a sidekick
Yeah.
compared with Ross's description. Taz's dad from the Tasmania
Yes!
animated
A
series.
tall, cool glass of OJ.
And it's
Yay.
a lot of blah blah blah, yakety schmackety, son.
Unfortunately,
80s or 90s.
That was
90s.
90s.
Unfortunately,
I thought it was 80s and 90s.
no, it's
No.
80s.
No,
No,
I
but
think-
he was awesome. Taz's dad. Yeah, tall, cool glass of OJ. Yay.
Yeah, I'm thinking about Captain Power for some reason.
Captain Power.
Yes.
Oh, hang on.
Do you know what I mean, Captain Planet?
No,
you
no,
mean
Captain
was
Power.
Captain Power?
And I don't mean Captain N either.
Ah.
I mean Captain
I
Power.
don't know Captain
Oh
Power.
yeah, Captain N, the Games Master. He had all crap sidekicks.
Mega Power.
Sorry, what's it called? Yeah, the Mega Man looked nothing like Mega Man. He had Simon Belmont. Oh dear lord.
Why was the majority of Captain N's characters from Konami and Capcom, not Nintendo?
Well, because the Nintendo characters were only really Mario, and Mario had a separate show.
No, that's
Yeah,
true.
I think back in the NES days, the actual
That's a very good
they,
point. Yeah.
They only really owned Mario, Luigi, and the Mario universe people. I think there was only Zelda as well, when Zelda had its own TV show. I don't think
Yeah.
there was any actual other characters that Nintendo.
Do you know
owned.
it's in that one? Link never actually used his sword to actually hack at anyone. He fired magical blasts.
Yeah. Because the sword, you can't really cut someone's head off on Saturday morning cartoons, but you can go, excuse me!
Splinter. Splinter was an awesome
He
sidekick.
wasn't a psychic though. He was
No,
a mentor.
Cosmos
Well, who
Psychic.
would you call the sidekick in Turtles then?
Krang.
April O'Neil.
April O'Neil. You're right. April was the psychic.
I suppose,
He
yeah.
was,
Because she was the one that always
Give-
got them in trouble.
Or
Yeah.
Bebop and Rocksteady.
They were the bad sidekicks. Yeah.
Turtles counted off. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turtles.
She'd be classed
No,
as the
but-
damsel, not the sidekick.
Well,
We're being too picky on
Right, I think we should just move on to the next question.
And question 3.
Donatello.
Is DHD doing any more reviews?
Yes, but I'm not putting them online. They're just for me.
Yes, if he knows what's good for him.
Yes, I am going to be doing more reviews. Recently, I got a new job, and I went from working full-time nights to full-time days, and I had to go to Newcastle for 2 weeks training to my new job. So I'm in the middle of getting my head around my new schedules. So I've actually got a review sitting on my PC for the Saboteur, which shows how old it is, because I did it when I had the Saboteur. When it first came out, it just needs a video put to it, and it's sitting there. I need to get that up. But say within the next month, I'm going to start getting back onto it and hopefully start bringing out my videos every 2 weeks. I know I've only done 2 so far, but I am planning to get back on it once my head gets around my new schedule.
Woohoo! Right. Rob, is DHD going to do any more reviews?
To be honest, I've not really heard from him in a long time.
No, me neither.
He's a bit of a twonk.
He has been sort of like, you know, avoiding phone calls. You know,
Ever since he beat that manslaughter charge.
Yeah, it's like he's just become a different person.
Well,
I've got a strong.
Oh, he does have that
I've got a strong gut
metallic
feeling.
heart now.
I've got a strong gut feeling that he's going to get himself together and he's going to do a couple of reviews for us, and you know, fingers crossed.
Well, what I heard
get
was
back on
that
schedule.
he found out that on Grand Theft Auto 4 you can get a hooker and then kill her. You can have sex with a hooker and then kill her for your own money. That just sent him into a mental spiral, and he checked himself into a mental hospital because it warped his tiny mind.
Stu, is DHD going to do any more reviews now that he's created the Iron Ross armour?
No.
Okay. He's just too busy fighting villains in the Middle
He's
East.
going to join the gay Avengers and go out fighting America's political enemies with gayness.
I'd love to see an Iron Me armour, just a fat guy with dreads and metal. That'd be
But not the substance metal.
no.
It's just the music. Surrounded
Visual representation of metal.
No, it's the visual representation of disappointment.
Oh, yeah.
But you're wearing metal. So, I think we'll leave with these final words. Because Rob loves it so much.
I'm going to kill you.
We're going to call this one closed, finished and done. Thank Christ. Yeah. Right, so let's go around the table and say goodbye. DHD.
Goodbye, Dad.
Oh, gee. Rob.
Goodbye, Dad.
Rob.
Goodbye, Mum.
I've already gone.
Stu.
Night, John Boy.
Night,
Mystery
Ma.
voice.
Night, Mary.
Oh,
Night,
Night,
Cletus.
Ma.
Night, Luann.
night lamp.
Pizza to go.
Night, Pa.
Oh,
Who is my ma, who is also my sister. Kyle!
Not mean.
I've
Not Jinx. Not Junior.
I've never wanted to drown myself more in a toilet as I do right now.
Ding, 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 ding.